Good morning, student. Today we are going to start a new topic. What is that? It's joints and muscles also. We'll talk about muscles also. Okay, but before starting these topics, first we'll go through a quick rewind of last class what we studied. Okay, so we studied about different types of bones and internal and external organs and how these bones protected this internal organs that we studied. Then different types of bone we studied about the skull which is also called a brain box. Why it is called brain box, children? Because brain box is a delicate organ which is protected by our skull. In that only what we studied, our front part of the head is made up of 14 bones and the upper part of the head is made up of 8 bones, 8 flat bones. Is it? After that we studied about in our facial bone, here in this eyes are located in eye socket and nasal bones are also there, and only one this our lower jaw can be moved by us. Is it? In facial bone, rest others are not movable. Okay, then we talk about the backbone or a vertebral column or spine. So this backbone is made up of 33 small irregular boxes. Okay, so this box like structure is also having a hole in it, and after that we studied about the first 7 vertebrae are in the neck. First 7 vertebrae are in the neck, and the support head, it also support the head, and it rest of the bones are support our back. Okay, that we studied about the vertebral column or a backbone or a spine. After that we studied about the rib cage. Rib cage, as we seen in the diagram beta, this is the rib cage. This rib cage is made up of 12 pairs of bones, in which 2 pairs are not joined, and that is called floating ribs. Okay, so this rib cage protect our delicate organs, heart and lungs. Okay, then we talk about the limbs. What is this? Limbs. Hand and legs are called limbs. Okay, forelimbs and hind limbs. And in one limb, total 30 bones are present. That means we have two hands and 2 legs, means 30 into 4, 120 bones are there in our limbs. Okay, then we started the topic joints, but we I told you in the last class that we will study in detail. Okay, so what is this joint? First we discuss about this joints. What is this joint? A point at which 2 bones are meet, that is called joint. Okay, so this joint is made up of the tissue which join the bone, which is called ligament. Okay, that is we studied about in the last class. Today we'll see, children, types of joints. These joints are divided into 2 parts. This is immovable joints and this is movable joints. Immovable joint which can't move itself. Okay, what is this immovable joints? Immovable joints, for example, facial bones and our brain box. It can't move, children. Okay, but the movable joints are ball and socket joints, hinge joints, gliding joints and pivot joints. These are the different 4 types of movable joints. First, we will talk about ball and socket joint and where it is located. Okay, ball and socket joint, in which round head are present, which connect in a cup-like structure which is called socket. Okay, this is called ball and socket joint. And where it is located? It is present in our shoulder and hip, that we can move easily. It can move in all the direction. Okay, so these are called ball and socket joint. After that, we will study about hinge joints. What is this hinge joint? Hinge joint is made up of 2 or more bones, and where the bones can only move along one direction. This bone can move only in one direction, which is up and down, and this type with this hinge joint is located in our elbow and in our knee. Okay, that we can move only up and down. After that, pivot joint. Pivot joint allows a rotation. It allows a rotation. Okay, so it is found between the skull and the first two vertebra of the spine. Okay, so this joint helps us to move in all the direction except backward. Okay, another joint we talk about, gliding. What is this gliding joint? A gliding joint allows smooth and very easy movement. Okay, this gliding joint allows smooth and very easy movement, and we can turn or twist and it is found in our wrist and in our ankle. Okay, so in this easy and what I said, this easy and smooth movement this gliding joint allows. That means we can move our wrist very easily and smoothly. That's why this gliding joint is present in our wrist and in our ankle. Okay, children, so what are the different types of joints we studied about? Movable and immovable. Movable joints, in which ball and socket joints, hinge joints, pivot joint and gliding joints we studied about. And immovable joint, which is present in our facial bones except this lower jaw and in our skull. Okay, this skull and facial bones comes in immovable joints. And what are the examples of ball and socket joint? Ball and socket joints present in our shoulder and in hip. Hinge joint is present in our knee and elbow, and gliding joint allows it present in our wrist and ankle, and pivot joint is present between the skull and spine. Okay, now we'll discuss about the role of skeleton. What is the role of skeleton? What is the function of this skeleton? First, it protects all the delicate internal organs like lungs and our heart, brain. Okay. Second, bone marrow of long bones helps in making blood cell. Actually, this fluid type of structure which is called bone marrow, which present in our bone, and it helps in making of blood cell. Okay, children, it help us to walk. Bone or skeleton help us to walk. It also support our weight of the body, and it gives support and shape to the body. Without bone, we will not get any shape in our human body. Okay, so it is a storehouse of calcium and phosphorus also. You all know our bones are made up of calcium and phosphorus. Okay, so that's why we have to take calcium also, that we can get calcium from milk and all. So we will get milk product also. So how we will make our bones strong or stronger? By taking calcium and phosphorus in our food. Okay, children, do you know, there is a one caption here, do you know, one means in our nose tip and in our ear. Okay, so special types of tissue is present, which is known as cartilage. What is this cartilage? Cartilage is also bone, but it's a softer bone. Okay, that which we can move easily in our nose tip and in our ears. It is present, and cartilage, which is a softer bone. Okay. So now, which is the longest bone present in our body, children? What I told you in the last class, longest bone is present in our thigh, and which bone it is called? It is called femur bone. Okay. Now, one activity is given in page number 22, children, that you have to do in your fair science copy. So name the type of joints which are taken into use when do the following activities. means which bones or which joints are using during doing this activities. What are the activities? Rotate your neck, which joints work on that time? Bend down to touch the ground. जब हम झुकते हैं उस समय कौन सा हमारा जॉइंट है जो वर्क करता है? एंड क्लाइम द स्टेयरकेस, जब हम सीढ़ी चढ़ते हैं उस समय. Okay, so these activity you have to do in your copy. Okay, now amazing facts. One amazing fact also given in this chapter is that shark fish has no bone. Children, shark have no bone. So which type of bone they have? So shark having cartilage. Now only I talk about in our nose, tip and ear. So it's a cartilage present in a shark's body which help them to move easily in water. So fish, this type of fish or such type of fish are called cartilaginous fish. Okay, cartilaginous fish. Now we will talk about the third last topic, which is muscles. Okay, muscles. We already talked about the bones, different types of bones. Okay, how it protect our organs, that we studied about. Now after that we studied about the joints, different types of movable and immovable joints. Role of skeleton also we discussed. Now we'll talk about muscles. Children, these muscles are divided into two types. Okay, these muscles are divided into two types. Now we'll see these muscles are divided into two types. What is that? Voluntary muscles and involuntary muscles. Okay, children, voluntary and involuntary muscles. That from name also you can understand. The muscles that are attached to the bones. Do you know, children, like bones, 206 bones are present in adult human. Okay, so this muscles, most of our body part is covered by muscles. Okay, so how many muscles are present in our body? There are 650 muscles present in our body. Okay, so the tissue, that joint muscles, the tissue you all know, the group of cell. So the tissue joint muscles to the bone is known as tendon. Okay, children, tendon. The tissue which join the bone to the muscles are called tendon. Okay, so the muscles that are attached to the bones are known as skeletal bones or skeletal muscles. Means the muscles which attach to the bone are called skeletal muscles. Underline this, children. I'm reading the second paragraph of muscles, page number 22. So the muscles that are attached to the bones are known as skeletal muscles, as they are in our control. As they are in our control. What I am saying? As they are in our control. That means when we'll do any activity, जब हम कोई भी काम करते हैं, if I am contracting or relaxing our muscles, on that time, these muscles can move easily. That means they are in our control. When we will do any activity, on that time it also works. So they are in our control. This type of muscles are called voluntary muscles. Okay. That means just opposite is involuntary muscles. Which muscles are not in our control are called involuntary muscles. So this type of muscles, where it is located or where it is found? It is found in our cardiac. These are of two types. Means involuntary muscles are of two types. Cardiac and smooth muscles, which is found in our cardiac muscles, which is found only in heart. near our heart, and these muscles need continuous supply of energy as they have to work without rest. This involuntary muscles will not take any rest, it work without rest. Okay, so this type of muscles are called cardiac muscles, which is present near our heart. And smooth muscles, our digestive system is mostly made up of these muscles. Smooth muscles is made up of this present in our digestive system or organs. These are not in our control. This is also not in our control. That means the voluntary muscles which are in our control, when we are do a new activity or anything, it also work. But involuntary muscles are present inside our body, means it present near our delicate organs like heart. And heart is present in heart, cardiac muscles is present, and in smooth muscles are present near our intestine. That is also not in our control. So these are the different topics we studied in this chapter: bones, joints and muscles. Okay children, I believe that you understand this chapter. Okay, thank you.